ladies and gentlemen. My name is Woon Na-young. These days, it seems the number of the psychiatric patients is increasing. In Korea, psychiatric patients should stay in the hospital for 2 weeks when they are first diagnosed. However, some doctors claim to detain their patients definitely. But I don't agree with them at all. I have 3 arguments. First, violation of mental patients' rights. Second, unnecessary, and third, abuse. First, violation of mental patients' rights. In some psychiatric patients, doctors hit patients and don't give food. Doctors don't treat them as people. The hospital should be a place to help patients recover and return home as soon as possible, but Mr. B had to stay locked up for 17 years. Although the mental hospitals became safer by the revised law in 2016, the safety isn't still guaranteed because hospitals with less than 100 beds are poorly supported. Therefore, I think detaining patients in the hospital equals violating the patient's rights. Second, unnecessary. Most people suffering from mental illnesses have life symptoms such as depression and sleep disorder. These people have enough judgment ability. They can also adapt to the society and be normal in a short time. That's why most of psychiatric patients are given outpatient treatment now. Some people say the mental illness patients can cry more easily, but the crime rate of the mental illness is only 1%. This percentage does not affect the society that much, so detaining definitely because they are dangerous couldn't be the proper reason. Third, abuse. Let's suppose that doctors are able to detain patients definitely. I can tell you for sure that it would be very dangerous. It can be misused in a bad way because the doctors can decide whether to detain patients or not, and this decision will determine the patient's entire life. Doctors are not God. I had 3 arguments. First, violation of mental patients' rights. Second, unnecessary, and third, abuse. Patients should have right to decide whether to be detained or not, and their own life should be respected even when they are detained. But if the doctors are allowed to detain patients definitely, these things would have difficulty to be realized. That's why I think doctors shouldn't be allowed to detain patients definitely. Thank you for listening.